And we are back at Insomnia Dublin Games Festival 2019 with our next guest. It's my good friend Michael Payne, PayneTrainGaming. How you doing, my friend?
Not bad. What's the story? How
Welcome
are
to the show.
Not bad. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
How are you
We're
enjoying
here-
it? Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to ask the same question. We're here at Insomnia Games Festival. How are you finding the show so far?
Loving the show so far. Loving it. Like it's a big step up from the likes of Gamerfest and all.
Yeah.
But like it's great to see so many people here and like everything's going so smoothly and like so many queues going around and stuff and everyone's just enjoying.
What have you
themselves.
tried?
What have you tried?
What have you tried?
Okay. I'm gonna be put on the spot. VR.
Yeah.
How to go Yu-Gi-Oh! I sucked. And then I just kind of playing general stuff.
Did you
like
play Yu-Gi-Oh as a child?
No, but I've always the lads have always said the free to play one on Steam and stuff. Oh, come on, we get into it and all that sort of stuff. So I just said I'd have a go, but no idea what I was doing. They were like, if you this guy, I watched it on TV, I loved it, and I was just like, I played a trap card. Like, what do I do? I counteracted. Wait, what? I've got this dragon guy. Here you go. Boom, gone.
We don't promote violence.
So in terms of your streaming over on Mixer, well, since forever. How is it going over there since I suppose the whole big ninja move and Shroud headed over to the Mixer?
Yeah, like I mean, it's good in Mixer's eyes. Like it gets them to because right now everyone was like, what's Mixer and all.
Yeah.
Now literally those two big streamers have come over and now everyone's gonna know what Mixer is, And like I knew, like I was always introduced to Mixer back for Auntie Tinkerbell. She was the one who put me onto it.
Yeah.
And like I loved it from the beginning because like ever since then like the community is great. I was racking up numbers and stuff like that. Lately now I've pretty much been on everything.
Yeah. I've noticed that. You're streaming on Twitter, which
What's your opinion on Restream?
I was like,
Restream?
Yeah.
There's some kinks to
I think there's a lot. I think kinks. I think the lads are catching on to it. I think like to me, watching numbers, we're using it ourselves. I think Twitch and stuff is catching on, and they're not letting you get the numbers from it. To my opinion on it, I'm not sure if it's true because I tried to test it and to see what the difference, and the numbers definitely were higher without it than they were with it.
But the thing is, like if you do a Restream, you can't put in like the hashtags or anything. Like if you've ever edited like for Twitch and stuff like that, it puts underneath like keywords and stuff like that.
Keywords.
Role playing games stuff like that. You can't do that with Restream.
No,
I feel that that's a lot of the time.
Yeah, I suppose it is against their terms of service and stuff to be using it. You're only supposed to be in one or the other, especially if you're affiliated. But I suppose we have to try
it's
around.
only really if you're affiliated or a partner.
Yeah,
If you're not, you can do whatever you want. But again, obviously the affiliates and the partners are going to get the views and stuff like that. But again, I only did it mainly because everyone grabbed me aside during Christmas and says, I don't have a Mixer account. I have a Twitch account. I was like, all right, here's my Twitch name. I'll try and do it on more from now on. And now all my family and friends have various like a Facebook, YouTube, Mixer, Twitter, Twitch, and DLive.
I'd like to talk about the animations that you do, that you're making up. You're making one at the minute, are you?
Oh, big one. Yeah. We've got actually like some actual big actors doing some of the voices. So your man who played Johnny Cage back in the day in Mortal Kombat, he's on board. And the guy who actually played Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat movie, he's on board.
That's savage.
Yeah, he's on
Hey,
board.
probably strings.
Honestly,
let us in on the secrets here.
I'm crazy, but like I'm still looking for voices. If you guys want to,
I think Pat out there has some serious voice for stuff like that, doesn't he? Yeah, John as well. John, they give you now 2 over game.
Oh yeah.
Just get in contact, Payne. Don't be afraid. We don't bite. We don't bite.
But crazy, like it's got to be a massive one because like I've always seen people taking the mick out of like a lot of the fatalities and like just in massively really good animations and stuff like stories and all, but no one's ever really kind of done a conquest one from back in the Deception days and Armageddon days. So I said that's what I'll do, and I'll have everyone's favorite and most lovable character, Striker, even though everyone hates him, go along the whole thing with Damashi, who was the guy back in Deception, who was your main guy bringing you around all these different realms to get the Kamidogo, and that's my plan. Is you go like Striker and him are going to go around, but every time they go into a certain area, there's going to be various Mortal Kombat combatants doing stuff. So to let you in on a little secret now,
exclusive.
Okay, yeah. Let's say one of them, we just did a skit with Raiden, and he was addicted to pizza at the end of it, like because he just loved pizza by the end of it. So we said, right, we'll have him basically looking for pizza But the lads are arguing. One of the lads says, "I want pineapple on my pizza," and then that's just going to cause a massive argument between all of them, and saying, "What the hell's wrong with you? Why would you want pineapple on your pizza?" And then
I like pineapple on my pizza.
I don't mind.
How much work goes into an animation like that? The one that I remember that I watched from you was the one where you go and you're talking about getting a new animation. That was the last one I remember.
And then I go into the
you actually go into the game. That was phenomenal.
And you're like, I remember that there.
Yeah, mature 18 plus.
Yeah.
If anyone watches it. No, but I'd say that took me about maybe 9 hours, 10 hours to make. Okay. And it's literally only about maybe a minute or two long.
Yeah.
I mean, the film aspect was in mind, but the animation, though, me actually, I had to go into the sitting room with the green screen and record, me just walking, and then I had, everything on my phone of what happens and then what I meant to say.
Yeah, a little storyboard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, everything just worked out fine, and it fell together nice and thing, and then just the story came from that. Yeah. My plan was to have that as the intro bit, and then have little episodes afterwards. So we did that. We had the second episode, I think, was Scorpion. Smoke was always trying to copy Scorpion, because back in the day, Smoke had Scorpion's moves, his teleport punch and all. Yeah. So in this one, back in December, Deadly Alliance days, they had a thing called Cooking with Scorpion.
Okay.
So I said, cooking with Smoke. Because he's trying to steal all his moves and all. You might as well have him trying to steal his TV show and all. So Cooking with Smoke came out of it. And it was just so funny to see, because it was like cooking with smoke.
If somebody was to try and start to do something like this, what would your first advice be to making animations and stuff? YouTube. That's how you learned yourself.
YouTube is the best teacher, honestly. I've been doing Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects for years. And when I was back in 2004, I think I started animations and stuff like that. And you can see from my early work, which was terrible, coming up until now, you set down, you focus, you do it inch by inch. People who do stop motion and animation, fair play to them. It's so time consuming. Yeah. But when you're thinking about it and you have these ideas in your head and you're going through it all, it's just amazing to see and do. And then
that final product.
And then the final product is just I made this.
Yeah.
And
it's your art,
and it's
forever.
Awesome, exactly, yeah. So that's what kind of keeps me motivated, and especially a lot of the time, I took a very long break. I think it was about 2 years or so, when I was just focusing on YouTube streaming and all. And then we were starting to watch various Mortal Kombat animations on the likes of YouTube and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, I really want to get back into this.
Do you have any favorite ones that make good ones that you like?
There is a few, and there's one particular guy actually who does phenomenal. I think it's Rick, so RIC, and then I can't remember his second name, but he does really, really good animations. Yeah. It was Red Lantern back in the day. I actually helped him a bit with one of his animations and stuff like that as well. And just the animation community in general, but a lot of it has kind of gone down a bit now, because unfortunately, with NetherRealm Studios and all, they're not really backing community sites as much as they used to. Right. And it's a shame to see, because they used to back them so much. Now, I don't know if it was the whole switch between Midway and Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers were no, we'll do all our stuff ourselves and stuff like that. But
if companies change hands, they probably change the management, and they have a different outlook on things.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, and a lot of companies have a lot more corporate mentality than another company would have. Yeah. That's unfortunate to hear about now.
It is, and as I talk to a lot of the communities, I'm friends with a lot of them as well, Total MK and stuff like that, and they're we don't get the renders we used to, because the Mortal Kombat team would send out all the renders to all the community sites to get them up, and everyone's hyped up for the next game and stuff like that. But now it's all they're secluded, no one's really getting anything, and they're more focused on esports, which is a shame, because back in the day, Deception and Armageddon, they had these side fun little games motor kart racing. Right. And Tetris, but in Mortal Kombat style, and chess. And they were fun to make, but nowadays it's just
not
more
as much.
It works.
Hopefully, maybe a different company will come along and.
Well, it's more up to Ed. Ed wants to do this, that, and the other, but I think it is the company. Yeah, as you said, the company. But we don't know. But we're having fun. We're loving it as it goes along, and the story is great and stuff. So there's pros and cons.
That's class. I want to say as well, the streams I love watching you with now myself is when you're on the Oculus Rift on the Beat Saber.
Unbelievable.
How do you find that? I know Beat Saber is great. How do you find the VR in general? Do you think as games wise, and do you think there's enough there as to keeping you invested?
It really is. There's a new game. Yeah, I do. There's a new game came out there called Asgard's Wrath. Okay. And you basically you're called the god of animals. And you basically go over and you meet all the Asgard gods and stuff like that. Awesome. And Loki helps you to apparently help people. He's got his own initiatives, obviously,
Yeah.
to help
It's
people.
Loki.
Yeah, exactly. That's Loki. You know from the beginning, even the trailer, like you see it. But yeah, he's got his own initiatives basically. But like you go and you help these people, and you're the god of animals, so you're able to transform animals into your own like guardians. So you transform this eagle into like a massive like humanoid eagle that's got a bow, and she can shoot down target sites and fire.
Yeah.
So you controlling the
You're
the
controlling
person?
your guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're a god, like in god mode. You're like towering over everything,
Awesome.
and you can pick up stuff and put it over here, and then you go into the person that you're helping. So you take control of their body. And they've got all sorts of different types of powers and weapons
so
and
interesting.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But and then you meet Thor, and Thor's annoyed, and he's like right in your face and all. It's great crack.
It's actually funny because I probably get used to this because you're saying right in your face. When I'm going into VR, I've done it a few times. I've done like the basic demos on Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
And the one where the T-Rex goes into your face.
Yeah.
I like my brain cannot comprehend that it's fake. So I was actually I was on my own, cowering, because actually your brain kind of doesn't have the disassociation of like this isn't actually here.
Yeah.
Do you still feel that, or do you feel the more you play, the more you become disassociated with this actually isn't happening?
Yeah,
Or
no.
are you still more immersed?
Yeah,
than you are?
the first 2 weeks actually when I got it, I was like more, backing out of things and stuff like that. But yeah, as you kind of like, same with horror movies and stuff like that. Like if you're there and you're watching it and stuff like that, you're basically, no, this isn't real. It's a movie, it's a game.
Yeah.
They can't hurt me. There's definitely been a few jump scares where I still gotta go like that. I mean, have you guys ever played the Five Nights at Freddy's VR?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
Like I only played one game VR, and that's a Resident Evil game, and it was very extreme for me to be
Resident Evil
honest.
7
Yeah.
VR. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
class.
good game. Like,
That's unbelievable.
yeah,
The-
it's like
that-
Capcom, do more of that.
That felt
Yeah.
really, really like you're immersed in it. Like to be honest, I was first time I ever played, and it's like when you're following the girlfriend or whatever that you're supposed to be trying to find, she was there and you're in like down in a dungeon kind of thing, and like I felt like I was gonna be able to touch her, and it was so very well done. It was very like that's the best. Like that's the only game I'm playing. That to be honest, it'd make you want to buy the headset just for that game alone.
Especially when she jams your hand with
Yeah,
the
it's like-
screwdriver. Like,
yeah.
oh,
my God. So you're streaming. What's your stream schedule like lately?
Leo's coming into the Christmas, so work-wise, I'll be working the likes of Monday to
Christmas
Friday.
be taking it up.
A nightmare. Monday to Friday, 9 to 6. So after that, it'll be every night from.
And you're a part of Team Redirect now yourself as well.
It's our part of Team Redirect as well, but we at least they kind of allow us to do our own thing stream-wise and stuff like that. Promote them and all that sort of stuff. And the lads are great and all that as well. So like it's a handy team to have. And
helping each other always works. Helps well.
that's what we're all doing.
Yeah,
like that's
that's
it.
it. That's what everyone's doing.
Exactly. Schedule wise, we're hoping to have maybe 7 to 11, 7 to half 11. So then obviously you get like a bit more time to myself before I go to bed and wake up the next day and go to work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And weekends, if I've nothing to do, I'll stream.
Yeah.
Sort of way. Like we've got loads of games coming out. Now Death Stranding is out. I want to play that. I want to play that Vampire game that came out a while ago because I haven't played that. The new Medieval game because obviously I loved that back in the PS1 days. Like it was just amazing.
Yeah.
And stuff. So yeah.
Where can the good folks find you, Mr. Payne?
Well, they can. So it's PayneTrainGaming. Some sites like Twitter and Twitch, you have to drop the last G because unfortunately I didn't get the full thing. But yeah, like Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Mixer is my main one. So Mixer is where all the commands and competitions and all will be going along, and YouTube and all as well. So that's pretty much it.
That's good, man. Thanks very much for coming.